cloudy, G as in gorgeous. And today, folks, this is not Name That Road. This is our winter country cruise.
Which we've been struggling with.
Well, we haven't had winter, you know.
And we had a little bit of snow, and then it went away, and then it was like summertime and t-shirts. And, you know, we have a little bit of snow right now, so we're going to do this quick.
Yeah, before it all melts again.
Yeah, next week it's going to be back in the 40s and 50s, and this is all going to be gone.
Done just freaky. But it is winter right now. It says it's 14 degrees. So we are up here I believe we're in the town of Hale.
Yes, we are in the town of Hale on County Road EE.
Like elephant.
Elephant.
And we are going to go down here to the right, and then we're going to go on by Nelson Road.
Absolutely.
Yep. So you can just sit there and relax and not beat yourselves up trying to figure out where we are. This is not Name the Road. This is just a nice cruise.
A nice winter cruise without glare ice.
Right.
And this is a little shout out to all of our fans.
Yes.
A little bit north in Trempealeau County in this wonderful little town called Osseo.
And we have another thing. I want everybody to stand up and cheer and clap because Mary won an important award. Tell us what it is.
Well, it's the Gerald Berg Grassworks Grazing Advocate Award.
Good for you. Okay, everybody.
Yes.
Yay, Mary. Yay.
Yay. I was humbly honored, Nancy. It was a very nice, kind of a lifetime achievement award because they mentioned my 30 years of work in, conservation. Shh, don't you tell anybody those numbers.
So does that mean they're going to retire you now?
Maybe they're going to put me out to pasture.
There you go. She's just going to be grazing from now on.
That's right, on green pastures.
Yes, she can retire on her laurels, as they say.
Is there such a thing as retirement?
Well, I don't know. I haven't managed it very well, that's for sure.
Well, it seems to me like you're busy all the time, Nancy.
Yeah, I thought retirement, I was supposed to have more time just to sit and put my feet up and, read books and look at things on the YouTube or whatever, and it hasn't been that way.
Well, this certainly has not been the winter to be indoors.
No.
We haven't had ice. We haven't had a tremendous amount of snow.
No, we hardly had anything.
Unfortunately, for the wonderful people that feed us, including myself a little bit on the edges, because we're small potatoes in today's agriculture world. We're in a drought, folks.
Yeah, it's dry.
It is very dry.
We would be nice if we got a big dumping of wet snow.
Well, we want to be careful with that because there's a lot of the townships, Nancy, have road bans on right now.
Yes.
And so, that's something to be aware of. If you're maneuvering around the county and you've got a really big truck, be sure to pay attention. But next week it's supposed to be warm again. And so, who knows? I know there's not a tremendous amount of frost in the ground.
No, I don't think so.
No.
This has been a winter of mud, it seems like.
Yes, mud and kind of slimy soil.
Freeze and thaw.
Yes.
And then it's, real slick and
But in terms of taking some time and driving around our beautiful Trempealeau County, this is the winter to do it.
Oh, it's beautiful. You don't have to worry about the roads.
Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not. And now we are coming up on
Well, we're on by Nelson and we're going north, and I think, what is this? Is this Behringer that goes off to the left?
Yes, Behringer
Yeah.
goes off to the left, and that cuts kind of pretty directly over to, I do believe, County Road E.
I don't think we have to watch out for snowmobiles today, Mary.
Well, look at that. I think the grand total snowmobile days in Trempealeau County, I think, was like 3, maybe
Yeah,
5.
even that.
Yeah, it was pretty slim pickings. And, you know, the one unfortunate thing about our neighbors in the northern counties is, with no ice for ice fishing, or little ice, unsafe ice, and no snow for snowmobiling, economically they're really, really struggling right now.
Oh, I'm sure. And then what about people that, you know, get a lot of money in the winter driving around, you know, plowing out people's driveways?
Well,
and things?
plowing snow, maintaining
Yeah.
sidewalks.
Right.
It's a little bit of a okay thing for our wonderful highway department, because, you know, they're saving on salt and they're saving on some of their man hours. You know, because those road crews all the way around through the townships and the county, they work really hard to keep us all safe in normal Wisconsin winters.
This county, they do a beautiful job on the roads.
We're very lucky.
They do a beautiful job. I'm always so impressed that, you know, they just do a really good job, and it's not easy.
No, it's not, because they're driving on bad roads.
Right, yeah.
Now, Nancy,
Isn't this beautiful here?
it is just tremendous. Now, and if I'm pointing the Osmo 3 in the right direction, we're kind of on the back side of the Osseo Ridge, or
Right.
the Buena Vista.
Right, yeah.
And some people say Buena Vista. I've heard people say Buena Vista? Vista. Vista.
Yeah.
And so I'm not quite sure, but you know, there is a story behind that overlook.
Oh yeah, we'll have to do that someday.
Yes, we'll have to
That's,
go and check it out.
As our friend Jim Lisinski says, that's the story for another show.
That's a story for another show. Absolutely.
Oh, look at this beautiful farm down here. to
I
the
know.
right.
Isn't it nice?
It is. It's gorgeous. Just gorgeous.
Well, and you know, this year, Nancy, in terms of tracking deer, I think we only had like about a week where the deer were grouping up a little bit when we had that little snap of 0 degrees.
Right.
And then it warmed up and the snow melted away, and then the deer pattern changed.
Yeah, they weren't. Deer I've been seeing in our place are like 2, 3. You know, not the big units like normally.
Well, and apparently, in talking to some forester-ish kind of people, there was a tremendous acorn drop.
Oh, there has been, yeah.
And I think the size of the turkey groups that I've been seeing is reflective of that, because there's a lot of turkeys and they look pretty healthy.
I think, yeah, and other animals that eat the acorns too. When I go out walking with the dog, I mean, there is just, if you get near the woods, there are just all kinds of, you know, acorns. It looks like they've been eaten or whatever on the ground.
So do you think those are raccoons or possums
They're
or
probably
skunks
awake
or?
because it's been so warm, you know.
Oh, and look at here, somebody doing a little bit of.
Well, it's not snow removal.
No, it looks like he's doing a little bit of cleaning up kind of work.
Yeah.
So he
Maybe
must not
they're-
have too much frost in the
maybe
ground.
They're building a driveway.
Could be.
Is there a
Could
new
be.
house up there, maybe.
Oh, you never know. Things pop up in the countryside all the time.
Yeah.
And what a view.
Isn't this beautiful? It's late in the day, folks. Mary was sick, but thankfully she has recovered.
Yes.
Yes, because I had to do some programs without her, and I know there were rumors going around that Mary had maybe, I don't know what they say. Bought the farm.
Well, I was told that you bumped me off.
Oh, that was it. Oh.
That you took me for a drive.
And I pushed her out. And
Well, you've
left
been
her.
threatening to do that for a long time.
I pushed her out and then I backed over her a couple times.
There you go. That'll be another episode. A show for another
That'll
day.
be another show.
And now we're coming across the Teve with Kinchy Road.
Yep.
Kinchy Road also gets you down to County Road E.
Yes.
And County Road E runs from the top of County Road D, just outside of Whitehall, north of Whitehall. And then it runs through Pleasantville. And then O takes off to the north, and you stay on E, and that hooks you into Highway 53 eventually.
So everybody should be listening to this, and they're not going to get north or get lost.
That's right. Nobody gets lost on these roads.
No.
And here is our first dangerous stretch of road, which is about, 50 feet long, 50 yards long?
Well, yeah, it's not like some years when we're out driving here and it's a solid sheet of ice. We have done that.
Takes the fun out of it. Takes the fun out of it. Sliding sideways across some of those ridges.
Yeah.
Taking Nancy's vehicle out, busting drifts.
Yeah. Yeah, that's neat.
Going a grand total of 13 miles an hour.
Well, we want to look at everything. We want to look at all the beautiful oak trees
And there is a lot of nice scenery back in here.
There is, and this is not a road that gets a lot of travel.
No, it's not. And here is a juncture with Oklahoma Road.
How do you think it got that name?
That would be a really good question, because if we take just a slow down here and kind of scan the valley, it's a valley.
Yeah.
And Oklahoma doesn't have significant valleys like we have.
Oklahoma's flat.
It's like pancake flat,
Yeah.
right? Unless there was someone who settled here maybe from Oklahoma.
Oh, why would they do that?
Yeah, no, that's a question. Maybe they were told to go further west and then go north.
They got lost.
And they made a wrong turn. But
Jerry, look over here.
yeah.
Are these supposed to be picnic areas or something?
No, this is a little bit of a kind of like a shooting range kind of a deal.
Oh, it is? Oh, yeah, I see. Down there's a target, isn't there?
They've got multiple things out there.
Okay.
Yeah, I would bet that's probably on private land.
Yeah.
And so, we want to be very cognizant to leave our private landowners alone.
I wasn't going to drive in.
I think you were. I think you were going to pull over and whip out that. What do you pack for heat, Nancy?
Me? Heat?
Yeah.
Well, I got heated seats here.
Oh, I was thinking maybe you were going to say Ben Gay.
Well,
Right?
could do that too. I love these heated seats though.
Yes. I was kind of a little grumpy at my husband when we got our. No, we're never grumpy.
Look at this
But
big tree here.
I know, isn't it cool? And what's amazing is if you look at these are maples.
Yeah.
And look at how fat and chubby the buds are.
Oh yeah, people have been tapping.
Absolutely. Because they're not sure if we're going to get any more snow. Nobody knows what's going on.
No.
Including the trees. Including the trees.
Yeah, it's Wonderland this year. Wonder what's going to happen.
I think everybody feels that way.
There's a pretty old farm over here. It looks like the barn might be either going away or getting redone.
A little, maybe some refurbishing going on there, huh?
Could be.
See those old structures, I really like.
But you were telling me about Bruce. You said that he's never grouchy.
No, I forgot what we were talking about.
You said that your husband never gets grouchy. Well, that's wonderful. I don't know what you're feeding him.
Well, let him out. Well,
You let him out? Oh.
no. I'm not sure if we can be saying name brands and stuff without, getting kicked off the airwaves.
I don't think kick us off. Maybe we get some residuals or somebody would pay us, something for
Residuals? What's residuals?
Well, isn't that for, when you're promoting something or
And-
replaying a certain...
I thought
like if you have a television show that goes on for so many episodes, and once you reach a number, that you start getting money every time one of these shows gets replayed.
Oh, like in rerun land.
Yeah, I guess like that. Oh, here's a great squiggle sign.
I know, look at them. And this is such a tremendous view. And this road really kind of zigzags east, west, and north.
Yeah.
The direction that we're taking it on. There is our...
Squiggle.
There we go. That's the sign companies. Thank you for making signs.
Yeah, that warns you that if you're out driving this road and you are just putting gravel in your travel, maybe you better slow down.
You've got all the phrases today.
Yeah.
I can tell you've been working alone lately.
I've got to tell you right now, people that are watching our country cruise here, if you were expecting a show that was all polished and professional and like something you see on a major network, boy, are you in for a shock.
Yeah. We're doing new cameras again today.
Yeah,
New camera.
and even old cameras sometimes befuddle us, so.
Well, and I think sometimes the old cameras make me a little bit on the crazy side.
Especially when they don't do the things that they're supposed to do.
Okay, we'll just have to... I'm going to turn this one around. Will it look at us? But we don't kind of know what it's saying, right?
No, I guess
Okay.
that's...
So, Nancy's going to tell you a little bit about our camera technical difficulties.
Our dash camera, the GoPro, for some reason keeps going off and not recording, and we don't know why. It's a mystery, but
I think it's a conspiracy. I think that little camera is insanely jealous of this cute little camera I'm holding in my hand right now. And so we'll see how the rest of the trip goes. Bear with us, people.
now Mary today is using our new camera. It's called an Osmo 3, and we had an Osmo 1, and we just had problems with it. It wasn't easy to use.
It was heavy.
Yeah, and you had to, it didn't have a display. You had to put your phone on there and get hooked up on Wi-Fi. Well, anyway, this new Osmo is tiny. It's about the size of a big toothbrush.
You're right, it is about the size of a toothbrush.
And it's so much easier to use. I said it was like they re-engineered it, and so we are going to enjoy using the Osmo 3 because it does really good work.
Well, and it's much lighter.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a very, very lightweight, easy to operate for
Yes.
computer, techno, non kind of people like me.
Well, our learning curve has gotten, pretty high.
Hey, do you remember when we had to lug around those big cameras that you'd have to put on your shoulder with the
I know,
VHS?
and they weighed about 50 pounds.
Oh, those were so painful, especially to do out in the field.
We've gotten spoiled.
I know.
And Kevin, who is the manager down there at WTCO, he is so good about trying to get good equipment and things that work, and has been very supportive. So we appreciate it, Kevin. You've been really good.
Yes.
That's a steep bank down there.
Yes, it's a very steep bank. That's one of those, and it's on a corner where you would not want to miss if this road was ice.
No. Maybe you wouldn't go too far, but it's pretty steep.
That's right. There's trees that'll catch you on your drop down. And now we are kind of coming up on top of what a lot of folks call the Osseo Ridge.
Oh, is it? I thought that we could go off on the old road here.
We can.
Right there on the left.
We can.
That's the old 53.
Yes, it is. There's a stop sign. It's not a grand reveal,
Nope.
but now Nancy's going to swing sharp left.
Yep, this is old 53.
Hey, look at this. We found snow. It's on a due north slope on old 53, just off the top of the Osseo Ridge, past the overlook Buena Vista. We found, like, actually snow on the road.
This is probably the most snow in the whole county.
Look at this, folks. Nancy's backed way down to driving 6.
Yep.
Yeah, she's cruising. And
I'm cruising.
yeah, I'm keeping an
So
eye.
what's down there, down in the valley? Is there anything?
It looks just like a water run, and then it kind of goes out into what looks to be like maybe a yard.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a farm down.
Oh, and it's cleared because there's a power line.
Okay.
So that's why there's kind of like the alley cut through the trees.
But this was the old road. This
Yes.
was old 53. Before they made it straighter, I guess. Told Mary this week had to go to a house, and the GPS thing, when I punched in the address, they put the little pin out in the middle of this great big field.
There you go.
Like, okay.
That's where Nancy ended up, in the middle of a big field.
Yeah, I said, well, it's got to be here. The pin says it's here.
The pin says it's here. And we found actual snow with like deer tracks in it
Yeah.
down in front of the vehicle. Because it's really hard to track deer when there's no snow.
We should go back and go up Oklahoma then.
Okay. Because we don't know when this one...
our stupid little camera.
And now it seems to be doing fine.
Yeah.
Red light's blinking.
Yeah, well, what they say, knock on wood.
You just never know what's coming at you.
So we're going to turn around and we're going to go back to Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plains.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I'd love to know why they call it Oklahoma.
Well, you know, it doesn't look like Oklahoma.
No.
It's not flat. So, you know, the rules of deduction.
There you go.
Okay, it's not flat. Doesn't look like Oklahoma. So it must be someone from Oklahoma.
Somebody with a sense of humor.
Someone with a sense of humor. Someone whose family was from Oklahoma. Although I don't know why you would want to make the migration to Wisconsin.
Or vice versa.
Unless they came up to, you know, be part of the logging thing.
Loggers from Oklahoma. Sure.
Well, you never know where people ended up when they came over on the big boats. Nancy.
We're going on Oklahoma here.
Okay, now did a little backtracking.
Yep.
And we came south by Nelson. And now we took a left-hand turn on Oklahoma Road.
Yep, here we go.
And if there's anybody up in this neighborhood that has information as to the hows and the whys and the what fors of Oklahoma Road,
That's colorful, isn't it?
yeah, it's pretty. It looks like Christmas.
I think it's snow fence.
It is. Snow
Yeah.
fence. 2 different colors.
Yeah, let us know if you know why it's called Oklahoma Road. We always put the telephone number for the station on at the end. You can leave a message.
And if you or your loved ones or a community group that you are part of want to have a television program made, get a hold of Kevin down at the studio and he can help you with that.
Yeah, if there's an event going on, I guess the only thing to remember is
Schedule in
ahead of time.
advance.
Yeah. Please
Absolutely.
don't call the day before it's going to happen, because it's pretty hard to adjust. So,
to get her all
yeah,
done.
Yeah. But yeah, this is community television, so we're always looking for community things that we can put on the air.
And look at this little wetland right over
Yeah.
here, Nancy. A lot of cattails.
Yeah.
You know, I wonder how many seeds are on a cattail head.
That fluff.
Yeah. You know, it's so soft, and
Yeah.
when you release all of them, You get scolded.
But I think I read somewhere that they used to use that fluff for putting it in like mattresses and things.
Oh, I'm sure they did. It's very fuzzy.
Yeah, but it would take a lot, wouldn't it?
It would.
Maybe it'd be a really thin mattress.
What a pretty drive.
Yeah, this is a pretty road, isn't it?
Yeah, and we're headed just about pretty solid due east.
Look at this house up here. That's pretty too, isn't it?
Yeah, we gotta you gotta get right to where you're driving past. That's your window.
Very pretty house. Nice porch upstairs and
See, I'm a
downstairs.
porch. I like a porch.
Well, I do too. You know, if you don't have air conditioning in the summer and you got a porch, you got it made.
That's still the best place to sit.
Yes. Very definitely.
Watch the fireflies. If you've got a little bit of water by you, the fireflies like to dance.
Yeah. That's what people used to do. They used to sit on their porches at night.
Well, and play instruments too, right?
Is that what you and Bruce do?
Yeah, we shuck. You shuck, right? Isn't there a music?
What do you use? Spoons and a...
Oh, we got a spoon and we got one of them tubs, the bass tub.
Wash tub?
Gotta have the bass
Or
tub.
a washboard. There's all kinds of things.
Yes, I do have a very, very nice washboard that I got at an auction.
You can put wax paper over a comb. Have you ever tried that?
Yes, yes.
That's probably going out of style, but we used to do that.
Well, but I have to tell you, in the 70s, it'll make your older brother punch you in the arm.
Uh-oh.
And tear up your little strip of wax paper and break your comb.
Oh my goodness.
I'll be making that racket. You'll be making that racket in the house.
Oh my goodness.
I know you find this hard to believe, but I was kind of a noisemaker when I was a kid.
No.
Shh, don't tell no one. Another steep bank in the wintertime when it's icy. We want to be a little more careful. But today, we're free and clear.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be out here with Mary, and she's healthy again.
Getting there.
She's sassy and back to being herself again.
Well, and I know you all thought Nancy dropped me in the woods,
Right.
but she didn't.
They thought she finally got rid of her.
Took her long enough. We were concerned. And here we are.
Yeah, we are back up, and it is Highway 53, correct?
This is Highway 53, and it's like many different points along Highway 53 will get you to By Nelson Road and to County Road E.
So we're coming off of Oklahoma.
Onto Highway 53.
Yeah.
And there is
There's a sign.
I gotta get it to let me look at it, and we missed the stop sign because I'm struggling with the new camera.
Except we don't really need it for country cruise.
Yeah, I know, but it's the point.
Yeah.
See, there's the Oklahoma sign. Yeah, we'll give Mary at least one sign. And she's not getting it. So
We are.
there we go.
We're headed back. I wouldn't say that this was a perfect experience because for some reason one of our cameras kept going off,
But hopefully we can take you at least for a half an hour drive.
yeah, and this, that's typical of you and I, not exactly ever reaching that perfection. And like we said, people, if you are sitting there and expecting this perfect polished show, you might as well just take up that remote and flip it off right now. County G, as in gorgeous.